What's up, Internet? It's your boy Troy here. If you're new to the channel, you should consider subscribing. In this video, I'm going to go through my predictions for WWE Backlash 2020. It's happening this Sunday in America, and for my fellow Australians, Monday morning. And yeah, let's get straight into the predictions. The first match I'll talk about is the US title match. New champion Apollo Crews defends the belt against Andrade. This match could go either way, as Apollo Crews has beaten Andrade multiple times now, and Andrade can also possibly elevate himself from the US title card and into the main event picture. So whether they want to do that or keep him around this range is hard to say at the moment. But if I had to put my money on it, I'd put Apollo Crews for the victory, as I could see him feuding possibly with Angel Garza, as there have also been a mini feud within the feud of Apollo Crews and Andrade. Plus, it'll give them more exposure into their sort of butting head storyline, which they've started to grow through Zelina Vega. So, yeah, for this one, Apollo Crews for the win. Next match to predict is the women's tag team title match. You have the new champs Bayley and Sasha Banks. They'll be defending against two tag teams, the Iconics, as well as former champs Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross. It's very difficult to sort of determine what you think is going to happen in this match. Like, the way it was booked originally, I thought it was going to be Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross to go up against Iconics. However, they've added a little bit of a twist to the Bayley Sasha Banks storyline, where they keep umming and ahhing whether Sasha Banks wants to surpass Bayley in terms of being the one to beat in the SmackDown division. So it'd be interesting to see whether they're going to continue to tease that by maybe having the breakup sort of happen at this event, or possibly just continue them reigning as women's tag title champions, and just to continue to sort of grow as a tag team, because the women's tag title division has been struggling. So it would make sense for Bayley and Sasha Banks to hold the titles longer. So yeah, I predict Bayley and Sasha Banks to retain. Next match to talk about is Jeff Hardy versus Sheamus. It's been pretty ill-advised what's been going on in the storylines on SmackDown for these two. They've brought up Jeff Hardy's troublesome past with alcohol and drugs, and then they've even done a storyline where there was a hit and run, and Jeff Hardy was supposedly the culprit to drink and drive and hit Elias, as what they showed on TV, and it was revealed that it was more than likely Sheamus, because the description was red-haired, red-bearded individual. And then supposedly there's some promo on SmackDown this week that's very controversial as well, so I'm not sure what they're going to do with this feud. Like, they could have easily ended it a few weeks ago when they just had Jeff Hardy versus Sheamus one-on-one in the Intercontinental Championship title tournament, and Jeff Hardy got the win. So I'm not too sure what they are trying to achieve here with this feud, but if I had to put money on it, Jeff Hardy for the win. Next one to talk about is the Raw Women's title match. You have champion Asuka defending her title against Nia Jax. I'm not really sure what's going on in this feud. Like, I got the vibe that Asuka is supposed to be face, but she's been a heel for the last forever long. And Nia Jax was a face when she returned, and now she's acting all heelish, mocking Asuka a fair bit. So it's really hard to tell who's actually supposed to be the heel or the face in this feud. However, I could sort of see that the fans are growing on Asuka just because the way she displays and portrays herself. So I really want Asuka to win. I hope that Nia Jax doesn't become the champion and that she sort of just goes down to the lower card of the women's division, as I see Asuka having potential awesome feuds with people like Shayna Baszler and even her own tag team partner Kairi Sane eventually. So Asuka for the win. Next up, the Universal title is on the line. Braun Strowman defends his belt against the team of The Miz and Morrison. If The Miz and John Morrison end up winning this match, they will be co-Universal Champions. This feud is definitely has filler written all over it. I believe it's just a tie-in for Braun Strowman until he refeuds with the Fiend himself, Bray Wyatt, as Bray Wyatt's out of action just due to having a baby son, I believe, just recently. So I could see this feud just being sort of just a fill-in, just to kill some time between the next big feud for Braun Strowman, which will be Bray Wyatt. So Strowman for the win. Next up, we've got to talk about the WWE Championship match. Drew McIntyre, the champion, is defending the belt against Bobby Lashley. This feud, I haven't minded watching it on Raw every week. They've built Bobby Lashley back up nicely as a monster. There's even some rumours circling around that he might end up getting the belt back. However, just rumours, and it just makes sense for them to leave the belt on McIntyre just a little bit longer, as McIntyre can have some great feuds real soon with a bad guy Randy Orton and Brock Lesnar when he returns. So, and also if Bobby Lashley loses, it sort of adds more fuel to the sort of weird storyline between him, MVP, and his storyline wife Lana. So Drew McIntyre to retain. And the last one to predict is what's been titled as the greatest wrestling match ever. That is Edge versus Randy Orton. Their last man standing match wasn't too bad from WrestleMania, apart from it maybe dragged on a bit too long and it was a bit slow in certain spots, but that's sort of the way that at least Randy Orton works in matches. They can be quite entertaining, but they can also be slow at times, the pace of it. As for this match itself, from what I've gathered from the internet research, it's already been pre-taped and the rest of the card should be live, as far as I know, but this match is already pre-taped and I'm assuming it might get the same cinematic feel to what other matches recently in the last few events have occurred, whether it was Money in the Bank match or the Firefly Funhouse or the Boneyard match. Like, it's going to have that sort of feel to it, I believe, or even like the Park Lot Brawl from NXT TakeOver last week. What should happen through this match? I want to see Randy Orton get the win. I think he needs it more, and I feel like he should be the one to get the next shot at Drew McIntyre once Drew McIntyre retains from Bobby Lashley. I don't see this affecting Edge too much in his return. I know Edge just wants to get out there with the veterans and eventually go hard with the young guys that are wrestling, but right now he likes wrestling the veterans like Randy Orton, so I could see him wrestling maybe another veteran or getting the storyline of a veteran, maybe even Bobby Lashley. But I think he needs it more. He should get the win, so Randy Orton for the win. As for other matches that could be added to the card that haven't been confirmed yet, there's a feud between Kevin Owens and Angel Garza. I wouldn't be surprised if this is on the pay-per-view or even just the kickoff show. And you also have the storyline of the Viking Raiders and the Street Profits, where they're doing comedy sort of segments every week on Raw, and that looks like it's been built up for a match soon, or maybe some sort of weird friendship between the two teams, who knows. But yeah, I think if they want to add more matches to the card, those are the two that should be added. And that's it, guys. That's my predictions for Backlash this year. Thank you for watching and listening. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give the video a like, comment, give me some feedback on what you think is going to happen and whether you thought I was spot on. Let me know in the comment section below. And yeah, subscribe to the channel. Until the next one, guys. Peace out.